Now, in order to get it out to the rest of the world, you have to publish your site. And actually, you have to republish it every time you make changes. So let's click Publish. And this window comes up. And right in this spot is where you need to type in your website name. The full website is going to be stanwood.wednet.edu/whatever you put here. So I want to recommend that you don't pick a name for your website that includes something like your subject area, because if you switch schools or change subjects, you would be the owner of that subject. So if I were to name this like biology, well, that prevents anybody else from using biology or for the department to use it. So maybe do something that starts with your last name. So you could say Hanson, just like that. When you type in your web address, you'll get a little check mark here if it's usable. If not, it'll have red words here, and you'll have to try something else. Okay, you have some options down here. This is the privacy settings, who can visit my site. If you check this box, it's anybody logged into our school district accounts. This one will allow it to be public on the internet, so you can have parents view it and things like that. This checkbox down here at the bottom will allow your website to be searchable by Google searches. And so if you check that, potentially somebody could search for a topic, and if that topic was on your website, they could discover your website. If you uncheck that, then your website will never come up in Google searches in the public. But as long as you keep this checked, then anybody who has the link can still get to it. So that's nice. Probably if you're going to have parents interacting here, you probably want to click this one and then give them the website address, and that'll still be pretty safe because only people who have your web address are going to be able to find it. Once you're satisfied with the list there, you click Publish, and once it's published, it's out there on the web, and you can go and view the published site. And here it is. Here's my website, and everything is just like I saw in the preview. Okay, now let's close this tab. If I make changes, so if I go to my home page here, and I change this title to say Tech Challenge website, okay, all my work in the editor is saved, but you won't see a difference if I view the published site. It still says Tech Challenge. So in order to make the changes visible, you have to hit the Publish button each time you make changes. So now it's been republished, and now if I visit my published site, I can see the update. So just don't forget, once you make changes, you got to click that button again to push the changes out to the public view. If at any point you want to recall your website and unpublish it, just click this, and that'll take it offline, and nobody will be able to access it after that unless you republish it. Okay, that is how you create websites with Google Sites. One thing you might wonder is what's the difference between Google Sites and something like Google Classroom. Classroom is designed to be an interactive experience between the teacher and the students, and it's to facilitate assignments and turning in work and commenting and things like that. It's not ideal for having interactions with parents because they can't be included as members of the website. So the way that you might want to use a Google Sites page is to have information out there about your class and about what you're doing each week for parents to see or for community members to see. It's also a great place to feature student work and things like that. So Google Sites are traditional websites. Classroom is more of a classroom environment simulation where you can turn in assignments and return graded work and things like that. So it's more between teachers and students. All right, if you have any questions about how to set up your own Google Sites, please don't hesitate to email me, and I'll get right back to you.